Jainendra, Professor Christopher Jane Miller here, and I am the co-editor of the volume Engaged Jainism with my colleague Professor Cogen Bohanec, which we have published with SUNY Press. The title of the introduction that I wrote to this volume is Conceptualizing Engaged Jainism and the Field of Engaged Jain Studies. This is a must-read chapter because it's really going to define for you what we mean when we say engaged very carefully. It's also going to set you up with a history or several histories of Jain studies, different trajectories and methodological tendencies that have occurred in Jain studies from the past all the way into the present. These three tendencies are the constructive reproductive model of engaged Jain studies, wherein Jain principles are normatively and generally uncritically applied to issues of contemporary relevance. The critical analytical model, which is a more classical model of Indology, such as critical historical methods, philology, anthropology, ethnography, and does not attempt to apply Jain principles normatively, but looks at the ways that Jains engage with the world very closely and very carefully. And then finally, the critical constructive model, which is a blend of these two that looks at the Jain tradition critically, looks at issues of contemporary relevance critically, and sees if there's some way that we can constructively apply Jain principles without losing the critical and scientific edge of the academy. If you're interested in learning more about these very carefully identified methods for the study of engaged Jainism and in engaged Jain studies, you must read this chapter. It will set you up for the rest of the volume, and I wish you happy reading and happy learning. Jai Jinendra.